So... Oh, wait a minute. So it'd be 7... No! God damn it. Let's hold it down. By the time I put it in... There. I'm actually going to put the time in this time. Yeah, that's if I just wanted to skip past it. So, yeah, you set the actual time, not just 12 o'clock. But what? How do you know it wasn't midnight? It may have been midnight. How do you know? That you weren't taking over seriously, prove me wrong. Of knowing it is actually. Exactly, how do you know it isn't 12 o'clock right now? How do you know? Indeed. Indeed, game. Indeed. Right, and I actually forgot, because I'm a ninkleberry, to actually name my last bloody video. Again, because I'm a nincompoop, and I forgot to give it a title. I'm trying to do something, game. Oh, for bloody sake. Why is it whenever you try to do something, the game's always like, nah, let's just stop him. You know? Let's just stop the guy from doing anything. Trying to think of... Yeah, that's an alright one. Yeah, the other endings. I do believe he got all the endings. That's like 3/4 accurate. Just see the settings. Really? It is. Especially if you happen to be Mark Zuckerberg. Alright, it'll be too hard. Whip a cup on you on top. This fucking game, honestly, it's like, I just want to play the game. The game's like, nah, I want to talk to you for half an hour. That's my plan. And speaking of plan, I think my bloody cold, I think I'm caught on something. Just, you know. Because I felt, for the past 2 days, I felt absolutely bloody awful, but, oh, whatever. Anyways, time to go through the new door. Oh, yes, the new door. The new content door. I also had to look. I also forgot look up the trophies. That 8 one.
This is the story of a man named Stanley,
Who pressed the skip button immediately. Ooh, back in my office. Ooh. I kind of do just want to stand here and see what happens. I like how the music keeps changing. That's kind of nice. I'm just gonna stand here and see what happens. Just see if the narrator says it. I'm not moving. Not moving, narrator. Was it something Nightly? I think his name is. Not moving, Nightly. Nice music, by the way. It's kind of nice. Oh no, I can play the waiting game with you. Yeah, I felt a bit like iffy the past couple of days, so well, these to look forward to. That clock's annoying me because my buddy grandfather's like, I've got an old clock, do you want it? And it has the like ended of the clock behind me right now. Music stopped. Oh no, it's back. Ah, fine, fuck it, we'll get on this story. He's not gonna say anything, is he?
all of his... Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, we definitely missed a memo. We have to go to the meeting room. But first, there's a new door. Ooh.
Oh, new content?
Yes.
What does that mean, new content?
Exactly. Well, it means new content. I want to go for the door. Okay. Wish every office has a little platform thing to get onto. It would make the job a lot less boring. Hold on. There we go, had to burp. Because apparently the water's very gassy that I'm drinking. Another thing that makes no sense to me, I drink water and I get gassy.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yay!
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Ooh.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world
Like
over.
a smiley face as well, really.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await
I'm on
in
this
the
train
Stanley
car, so I
Parable
don't have much of a choice.
Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
It does,
I'm very
yeah.
excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yay. So,
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
give it some time. Give it some time, Mr. Impatient.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
It's broken.
Should we be moving somewhere? Or here we go.
We'll go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've
Yay.
never been more ready. Let's do it.
Now we get even more endings. Hooray!
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the...
The old games were tedious
Let's
as
see
well.
the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Behind me. The jump
All right.
circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yeah. Oh. I want to keep some of my jumps, you know. I've got 20 left.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No, that's literally it. It's poking fun at every game ever. I've got 20 jumps left, apparently.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Hey.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
These
If this
days,
is
yes.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
Oh,
I
yeah.
could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
I hate elevators that do that
I
way.
knew
You
there
look
had to be
one way
something
and it's
else.
always the other
Let's
way it
see
opens.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Here we go. Why the hell is there a walkway inside this? Whatever. Don't question anything. Thank you for enjoying.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And
So
don't get me
EA,
started on the level
basically.
of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault,
yeah.
Stanley.
Yeah.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
It
you
could
did.
never have lived up to such expectations.
I know.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about? No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh, he's gonna do it for me. Yeah, we'll restart again. Why the hell not? Right, that's all, folks. End of the video. This has been Hodo. Hope you've enjoyed. Shortest YouTube video ever. So that was the new content. Bye-bye. See you later. Oh, no, that's not the end of it. Even though it's saying the end is never. Which is true in this case. Oh. See? New stuff. Oh. you please, you stuff. Oh, that's the actual office. That's nice. I would actually kind of love a game. Whoa.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
That's
I want to
creepy.
show you something.
What's that? Sunset. I was gonna say it'd be really nice to play a game like this, except like every time you reload the game, like the whole scenery just keeps changing over and over and over.
You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Oh, so I can just go back here. I didn't even tend for that, so new content door. Alright. Wait, is it just gonna play up normally now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, okay, we'll do one of these then. Why the hell not? Oh, I also have to beat the Stanley Parable in 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think I've already failed the whole 4 minutes 22 seconds thing, but you never know. Alright.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Yeah, we'll do this, and we'll go for the new content door. What was it, like panel or something? Vent, that was at the air vent.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I'll have to look up what is actually the fastest ending to try and get the 4 minutes 22 thing. I would just reload, but I kind of want to see what happens if I actually just, you know, just ignore what he wants to show me and just go on. I didn't even know I could do it. Go up those stairs and then it's just, oh, I'm right back to where the game is.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Maybe he is a dork. How the hell do we know?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I can't jump anymore, can I? I can crouch, though. Cool.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Of course.
Did he have the strength to find out?
We'll never know, because he's going to push the off button. Then.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
I don't know
revealed.
what that means.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There I am, 427. Staring. Yeah, there's my desk. Alright.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Jump off.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Maybe. Oh,
no. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
Yeah. I wonder if that actually did go within the 4 minutes 22 mark. You never know, it might. It might have. If not, I'll probably do it off screen, because I have to do the exact same ending again, just quicker, basically. Right, now let's get to the new content after this.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yes.
Was it over?
No, it's never over.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I can't say anything.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Exactly.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Press the
What
button.
other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Never
But
mind.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Exactly.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his
Also,
goal
does the
had not
skybox
been to
change? I don't think it
understand,
has changed.
but to let go.
No, I don't think it
No
has.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
Yeah, because apparently
or how
this
to feel.
complex has a nice, lovely
Whatever
scenic
life he
place
lives,
at the back of
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Keep walking forward.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Try to walk forwards. There we go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Well, I can actually begin the game
the
again.
immense possibility of the
check.
new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And shit scared at the same time. For he had to go to the bathroom and have his immense shit. Right. Now we'll go in the vent. When the game loads. When it loads. Nearly there. Nearly there. It'd be nice if the narrator was like, nearly there. We're at 95%. Hang on. Hey, we are back here. Okay. Lovely. Right.
Psst! Stanley!
Huh?
Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Okay. Got random bloody mug there. Oh, I just jumped down apparently. What do you want to show me then? Hope it's gonna be good, but you're gonna show me. You better be good. Ooh, I'm still in the
Okay,
fence.
you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Well, I
got me
didn't mind it
thinking
too
about the
much.
past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special. You won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Ooh.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Stanley Parable on PC.
Of course. The memory zone. Yay.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley
Memory
Parable
Street
was
memory.
before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
It did,
Back
yes.
then, it all meant something.
Indoors
Oh,
monthly.
waste.
The National Geographic cargo. What's this from the Stanley Parable? Ooh. Audience Award. Just put the Stanley Parable for BAFTA. Yeah, there's Stanley. Yeah, good times indeed. TV monitor room. Random thing. Oh, the phone. Yeah, the doors. That's the museum thing. Let's begin again. There's a load of 2013 cards. random dog thing. The memory zone temp. Really, the fucking clock is set to 2013. Ain't the original buy on pressurized gas. Oh yeah, $1. Trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. Yay! Oh, I go outside. Don't play for 5 years. And odds yet on achievement. It's impossible to get this achievement. I'll find a way. Oh, there's that Mariana person. British Academy Award. Why not? Your video game releasing today. Criticism surprisingly down to earth. I kind of like how it can, you know, it sort of pokes fun at itself. I kind of like how it does that. Oh, nice.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art,
Really?
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Yeah.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
I know.
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, I like the elevator. That was nice. Tasteful and nostalgic. It was good. Oh, the memory line. Not the memory line. The adventure line. That was it. Adventure line. Can I go down here? Maintenance. Oh, I want to go in there eventually. Person of the year. You can't even see. Oh, there's Mariella. There's Stanley. I've always got to say it kind of weird, like Stanley. Oh, the doors. For Scott, apparently, he's got a red Mustang. That's quite nice. Yep, Parable. It's a oh, yeah. I want to press a button. Smiley face button. I want to press it.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding within a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Exactly. Because that's...
Go back to have it all over again?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Exactly.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, yes. I can't even fucking read that
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
It's all muddy and all but dingy and wet and cold. Reminds me of home, actually. I don't care if internet quality. I'd love to know what kind of internet quality I actually would need. I can't read that one either. Not recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Nice. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
A little bit.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. Yeah. But maybe it wasn't.
Exactly.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
Yeah.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. Plank of wood comes out.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you the second my incessant droning starts to bore you. With just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
Okay.
The button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof.
Poof, there we are.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
All right.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know it's Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room.
All right.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Oh.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button and... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Okay.
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
You think?
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
How sad.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Okay.
There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months.
Plan's dead.
I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant.
When Paul pressed the button. The narrator's not there. No, there's a smoke alarm still on. Me. How would I know that was gonna go off? Stop beeping. Right.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button.
Like this one. I always manage to do that, make the bloody glass go boom. Oh, the clock's fall off the wall now. It's not ticking anymore. Beep.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
He's just like going to the fucking dinner. Oh god, okay, now it's leaking. Now the room's leaking. It's fucking falling apart. Oh, great. Yeah, and eventually the button's gonna be broken. I can't even skip. Oh, that's nice. There's light coming in the room now. I still can't jump. Wee. I want me of 20 jumps back, please. I can always jump this way. Oh! Plants! Nature! Stiff! Ferns! Ooh! Is it gonna take over the entire room? Nope, everything's dead. What the hell is that noise? A wow! No, what the fuck was that noise? Skip again. Is anybody there? I'm gonna press the skip button. Oh great, the button is broken now. Oh! Press the button. I can't press the button anymore. Guess we walk out then. Oh! Isn't this great? And the world had died. There was nothing but Stanley in the vast desert of Earth. Okay, I don't want me to have an amazing voice to deal with. Nice spot stuck on my TV screen, there we are. I'm guessing that's east. Ooh, I was gonna say, how was that mountain, a little ridge over there? So basically, we skipped to the end of existence. I would actually have loved that if, like, you know, the Doctor, like, you know, the TARDIS had landed or something. It's like, you know, you're at the end of the universe, right? Like, you know, let's say that the TARDIS detects, like, an anomaly. It's like, there's someone at the end of the universe. And he just, like, the TARDIS just materializes. It's like, oh, it's Stanley. You press the skip button 5,000 times and apparently it's the end of the universe. Alright then, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Exactly.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe he did miss a memo. I want to go back for the new content. Whoa! Big sign this time. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
It's kind of
yes,
hard to miss.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Ooh. Okay. Back on the roller coaster then. It's like, you notice my sign? Nah, it's only a giant neon sign that's like, go for the door! I missed it. I completely walked past it. Also, I'll try and make this video actually kind of long, because apparently the last video was only 21 minutes long. It got a lot longer than that, but it was only 20 odd minutes. Weirdly. Ooh. Right. It's gone. I'm gonna lock this way now.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable
Have
and
you?
about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be.
Oh,
The
yeah.
original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and
Exactly.
any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So
Exactly.
forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense.
There's
I
elevators
say we
really
take
fast.
it one step even further.
Okay.
Which is why
is it
I'm
got
very
dark?
proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Yay! Hooray! Oh yeah.
Yes, you
2,
see,
7,
isn't
here we
this
go.
far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
The end isn't ever.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yes. This is a sequel. Crying out loud. Yeah, this is a load of obviously different languages seen too, obviously.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right
It is.
there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation
It
and
does, yes.
long-term franchising potential.
I feel like I'm in a corporate board meeting right now. Franchising potential. So why not? Old and busted new artists. Boring sections of a chart. Bloody hell. I shouldn't be laughing too much. I'll cough my ass off, but fucking new mug, really. You couldn't think of anything else to call it. A laptop there. Oh, I left the right side. Apparently I'm left-brained. Apparently. 2 Stanleys. Oh, that's what you want. 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing
Break
for it.
pitch number 2
I
chat.
figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
To everything.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic
that's a
than
showcase.
anything scientific or logical, really.
Got it. Yeah, peace sign there. Peace shotgun. This way the show floor. Oh, red carpet. How very fancy. I see there's lots of people here. And the boss goes to new country. Fucking boss. Why is there a boss here? Really, I've got to go for the fucking thing. I've got to go for this, really. Nice stool there. Oh.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh. A button that says the name of the player. Oh. I'll try this out.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most
Too
obvious
big, too
answer
small,
is that they
yeah,
want to
fine.
be individually recognized and validated as people.
Exactly.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Ooh.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. Yeah, yours today, name. What's that? Oh, it's the thing. Right. Oh. Here we go.
Jim.
Yay!
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of
Alright.
course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Alright.
Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
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 Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you
Aw.
don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Aww.
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name, the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
Jim.
No. No. Let me be Jim. Aww. Wee. Baby want milk. Okay, that sounds really fucking weird. Aw, I want to press the Jim button again. Not fair. I just wanted to press the button more. Anyways, the infinite hole.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too. They would appreciate what I've created here.
Well, what's this? The epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Yeah.
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, like, how the hell would you have an epilogue in a game that never ends? Free trophy. How would I get the free trophy? Why the hell not? Infinite hole, alright. Yay, Stanley's carrying the trophy. Giant Stanley. Ooh. Menacing. Free trophy. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new trophy. I see they took a page out of Todd Howard's book. It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident?
Yes.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Yeah.
Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will
Give me a
happen.
trophy. Pull lever harder, Stanley. Harder, Stanley, yes. Pull it harder. Alright, fine. I prefer the jump circle. At least I could do something with the jump circle. Alright.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Trying to think. Oh, I like that little camouflage thing there. What's it? Infinite hole. Oh, no screenshots. What the hell is this? No screenshots. I'm taking screenshots if you like it or not.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday, probably. Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Oh, well, whatever. The other one looks a bit better. It looks more colourful.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Alright. Merch. I believe that that does actually work. New content. Ooh. This is a shirt with a fucking 2 on it. Alright. Button that says the name. Oh, the reassurance bucket. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's what I think. Infinite hole. I want to go and see the infinite hole. It won't end. Says who? I bet it does. There's well, unless you count a black hole. Surrounding area rim depth infinite. Infinity. That looks like some kind of infinite hole chart. Science stuff. Looks like a bloody reactor of some kind.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Alright.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah, I want to keep going.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Nah.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Yeah. Is it just me, or is this
Okay,
the
Stanley,
old-fashioned
I don't know
Doctor
quite
Who
how
thing?
to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Boing.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Yeah, I had a
You
feeling.
found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar
You
and a
mug.
cheat, and you're so clever. Look,
Meaning a
I think
2
the issue
PM.
here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Yeah.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Me.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Hey.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think
You
we
don't
both
say.
said some things we didn't mean. Why don't
Well,
we
you
just
did.
put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Definitely
If
not
that
infinite.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I want to stay down here. This hole is very interesting. It has a nice mug here. Right around circles. Whee! Ah, I found I've got the top.
Great.
Boing.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the... Oh, for heaven's... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I
Yes.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
Yeah.
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Yep.
If this starts to become a thing where...
No, it is
Wow.
definitely getting shorter.
Okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite,
Yeah.
but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yes.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's
Exactly.
going on here?
Ah.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Frickin'
Here,
cigarettes in
let's
the
try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Alright.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. How is
Yeah.
this still appealing to you?
Yes.
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Boing.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I mean, I could climb out of it, but okay. Oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Yeah.
You
No,
sure?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing?
No, because I think I'm stuck
Well,
in the
I
hole.
suppose-
Well,
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
no.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You
Yeah.
couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You
Yeah.
get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Yeah.
Take care, Stanley.
Yeah.
I hope you and the whole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Liv is actually walking out of the studio as well. Oh no. Noises. Weird noises. Oh! Oh, we're going down! What's this? Every pause button. Yeah, actually, that is true. Yeah, it is a Roman numeral. Just the two of us. That's lovely. 2 p.m. That one is, meeting at 2 p.m. Oh, going down. Going down the I love the fucking, the music playing. Just standing there. Oh, jeez. Why, Stanley? Why? Change your perception. Oh, perception. Oh, yeah. Really get the change over. Oh, that looks good.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using a...
That's a horrible one. Oh, that was water. Huh? Oh, that's creepy. Upside down. That's what it is. What is going on? Oh, puppies.
Stanley? Stanley! Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Into
But we
puppies.
can't have that, Stanley.
Yeah.
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
Exactly.
So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the
Okay.
looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them.
Me too.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Oh, great, we're going back down again. Yay! Oh, we're not going back down. I want to see the filters. Damn it. Oh, we're back at the Stanley Parable 2, apparently.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
So now we're going to load in here every single time? Apparently so. Right, we'll have to get the reassurance bucket then. Ooh.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Really?
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma? That just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Really?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
Yes.
All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, I could take the bucket with me. That's
Does
lovely.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Exactly.
That really should be an award if it isn't
It
already.
should be one. Look at the bloody handles moving as well. It's kind of daft. Collectibles. Oh, can you find them all? I don't know. Maybe we can. Me and the bucket will find them.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your
looks fucking
unremarkable
creepy.
life.
Yay! 1 out of 6. Lovely. Can you find them all, basically?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game
It is,
and then
yeah.
they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I know. Oh, you're back. Yay!
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jumper circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Yeah. Alright. Now I have 15 jumps left. Jump circle. This map free trophy. You are here. Exit. I can't leave. Damn it. Oh no, the exit sign's right there. Yes, I'm taking the bucket with me. The bucket is coming with me.
Right? Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yes.
Ready to move on now?
Yes. Giant picture of Stanley. No screenshots. Oh shit. No! Didn't mean to do that. Ooh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know
Yes.
it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul.
Yes.
It's going to work.
Yes,
There's
it will.
definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll
Really?
arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah, it's a little underwhelming.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
I want to get the figurines. Oh.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
Exactly.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Exactly.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Yes.
A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, here to stay.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
Alright.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
And we will in the next episode. But anyways, this has been Horde. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe, because it always does help. And hopefully I will see you all in the next episode of the Stanley Parable 2. Which is right there. Anyways, I will see you all in that video. Until then, as usual, it's goodbye for now, everyone.